yes, I have no idea why I'm back. Dead YouTuber. Playing Eve again? Question mark. I have no idea why. I found BJORN fleets, BJORNBEE. Love his fleets. I recommend joining them if you're a bitter, disgruntled veteran, because for basically very little ISK, in fact, no ISK at all, really, you can fight. So, big shout out to him. He's also very good FC, so I think he's better than most of the people I ever flew with ever. So I think that's high praise, considering I was in most of the alliances that lost. Anyway. So, just not quite sure what's going on here. I think part of it is this kind of feeling that Eve is at that point now where it's going to change fundamentally. So I wanted to kind of just experience what it was like again. So I logged in, and I've got to admit, the alpha clone thing is very nice, and I experienced that about 9 months ago. But what I'm very impressed with is that the game still has an awful lot of fun. It's still quite enjoyable. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm very lucky, but I've been playing this for about a week and a half now, and I must have gone on about 8 or 9 different fleets, and each one has been quite fun. Now, admittedly, today's one is a complete ballsy, because literally we get blown to hell in about 3 minutes. So this video is not incredibly long, but look at it this way, at least it saves you having to spend too much time away from youporn.com. Now, the point of this kind of video, and I guess why I'm doing videos generally, is that my fear is that Eve is such a long in the tooth game, and now it's been sold to the abyssal, whatever they're called, people. So this game is going to move to Korea. It's going to be a very strongly represented game in Korea, which is great. I really like that, and I think that's kind of why I'm interested in it again, is that I'd be very curious to see how the cultures of two different gaming cultures kind of collide. My knowledge of the Korean gaming market it's pretty Hello Kitty, and let's face it, this is like having a. I always attribute Eve to one of those kind of bar fights you see at in the wrong part of town. Two dudes who are really out of shape have both got their shirts off for some reason, and they're basically covered in blood, beating the crap out of each other and reaching for bottles. Now, it's that kind of thing that I've always associated Eve with, because it's about as unforgiving as a sexual assault in a train toilet. And I think that's what I like about it, which doesn't make any sense. No, as I replay that in my head, toilet sexual assaults and Eve, it kind of works in my mind. But that's what I like about this kind of game, is that you could lose everything. It's like Ark, in that really, if they wanted to, somebody could destroy you back to zero. And that's pretty cool, and I think more games should be like that. But anyway, so my kind of feeling with this whole coming back is the desire to kind of experience the game and really just do something completely different in it, because those of you who know, I was a very heavy industrialist in this game. I'm the guy that built Titans and so on, which was fun, but I must admit, it wasn't really, but it was interesting playing a game where money and the acquisition of wealth was all that mattered. And now playing it with literally the view of just wanting to go and shoot stuff is so liberating. It is wonderful. Now, I guess the problem here is going to be you're not really playing it seriously. So you're not really, I'm not contesting for space. I'm not interested in using the Titans or the carriers or the super carriers or whatever they're called now. I'm rather interested in just experiencing the game. And I've had more fun fighting in a mostly Tech 1 destroyer in these fleets than I have in probably months of playing the game in a Titan and months playing it in a Nyx and a Aeon and all these other ships. So it's funny. It is an incredibly liberating thing to do. It doesn't matter what your affiliation is. So there's obviously complications, but I would highly recommend, if you're interested in just public friendly fun PvP, then come join any of the streamers, because if you just look at the Twitch at any point in time, there's an awful lot of people there doing public stuff, so it's really good stuff. I think my personal journey with this game is it's going to be interesting to see where I go with it. I do still get a kick out of doing it, and I think just the simple fact of logging in and having something to do is a surprise as well. Used to be I logged in, spun the ship a few times, log straight back out. And I think the simple fact that you know there's going to be regular PvP, regular fights, regular fun is great. Plus, there's also the sort of things you can do now, like abyssal dead spaces. I'm going to do a video of it because already I've lost 2 billion ISK because I didn't know they have a 20-minute limit. Yes, it tells me very clearly. Did I read the small print? No. But that's the fun part of it. So I was doing an abyssal dead space. And I got called, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just take this phone call. I'm in safe." And I come back to find that I'm in Jita, and I'm like, "Oh, did somebody scam me down?" And then I realised I'm a moron. So I'll show you some of the footage there as well. But here we go. This is us. We came through a gate, and I got bombed. Boom, dead. Now, okay, this is not the most red-hot, raw action PvP I can share, but you know what? I think it's fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, come play. Give Eve a go. Don't turn your back on it. Just have some fun and come and PvP. And literally, you don't need any money. Hope you enjoyed that. Maybe see you next time.